architect of some of the worst aspects of the US culture wars is bringing his garbage to Canada. Thanks in part to the sponsorship of MasterCard, Coca-Cola, Sun Life, DoorDash, and Meta, who are footing the bill for an event next month called the Canada Strong and Free Regional Networking Conference 2024. Catchy. We're the Canada Strong and Free Network, formerly known as the Manning Centre, and the host of one of the largest annual gatherings of Canadian conservatives. Is advertising right-wing provocateur Chris Rufo's talk on fighting the left and wokeism? Wokeism? Isn't that supposed to have an E? Anyways, Rufo is one of the key dudes who made it trendy to oppose things like learning about racism, with his crusade against critical race theory, which isn't even something you learn about until university, but that didn't stop him from creating a fun little moral panic. His other crusade has been targeting the LGBTQ community. Like here, where he brags that a bunch of books about gender and diversity were thrown away following his efforts. Quick question, Chris. If your perspective can survive in the marketplace of ideas, why do you have to get rid of the books that challenge your beliefs? Seems kind of chicken. What's wild is this guy doesn't even hide his bad faith agenda. Like in a screed he wrote in a far-right magazine known for praising dictators, he basically explained how the right has to force its framing of issues into the mainstream, and right-wing activists must sometimes, quote, conceal their radicalism in the mask of respectability, like a risless Bond villain. Anyways, you get the gist. This guy sucks. He's one among a handful of names speaking at this upcoming conference, including Barry Cooper, who D. Smog wrote is a climate denier, as well as a federal conservative MP and more. Now, I don't know if everyone is fully aware of who they're associating with at this conference, but this guy represents a very specific brand of culture war politics, one that pushes back on progress for marginalized groups, with a willingness to apparently not quite sacrifice the truth, but to channel it, all in the name of achieving truth, liberty, and happiness. But I guess my question for Rufo is, happiness for who? Doesn't seem to be for people of color or the LGBTQ community. I reached out to Coca-Cola, MasterCard, Sun Life, Meta, and DoorDash to see if they knew what they were sponsoring. So far, only Meta has replied, and they're standing by their sponsorship. You can pause to read. I'll update you if the others reply. Until then, what do you think of all this?